morning. Happy Monday, guys. Hopefully you guys have a good day and a great Monday. You know how Monday goes. I always talk about it. So I just wanted to come in and wish you guys a good Monday and a good week. So yeah, hopefully everybody had a good night and stuff, and a good day yesterday. I did, so I have no complaints pretty much. So hopefully everybody's doing good. I wanted to go back to what I was saying yesterday a little bit though. Just to clear it up, I'm not saying I wasn't saying there's anything wrong with people liking certain materials and stuff like that, or money and stuff like that. I wasn't saying anything like that. What I'm saying is it just becomes an issue whenever you do low vibrational things for it, as far as let's say robbing a bank or hurting others for money or putting people down for money, that's when it becomes a problem, So I just wanted to just touch bases on that and just go back to that, so that way I can make it clear, So yeah, for example, my twins, their father, he would be he'll tell me certain things I have this and that and you don't, he's better than me and stuff, right? So he literally left me for someone that actually had a little bit more than me at the time because of her benefits. He literally told me that. And so I was just that's weird. So he went and got married and everything just for her benefits and stuff, right? He told me that literally after he married her. And certain things like that, you can't just be out here doing certain things like that for money, it's just it'll come back to you, right? Because it's messed up. He would do low vibrational things for money all the time. And the craziest part to me is I think it was I think it was right when he took the twins from me, my mom, well, she's not, well, anyway, my mom at the time, she couldn't stand me, ever. And so, I remember when I was in Colorado, she was she got upset because I was going to leave with the twins, because I knew low vibrational things were going on. They were doing stuff behind my back. And so I was trying to save me and the kids and leave, and go somewhere safer. And she caught wind of it because my sister snitched. And they're monitoring me. I can't do anything. They're just watching everything, all my moves. And I was just this is weird. And so I was literally in the bedroom with the twins, and they were actually logged into their computers because they had school, and I would get them up in the morning and have them log in, to their computer, so that way they can attend their class. And my sister, she started stalking me, walking in the room, looking for me, seeing what I was doing, peeking in the door. I was this is weird, I'm grown, what the heck. And I didn't even tell her I was leaving. I just started doing little things, but she was watching my every move. And the twins were actually in school, and so I had the door closed so that way they wouldn't be distracted. And I remember I wasn't really talking to him at the time because he wasn't really never in our life like that. I always had the kids. I was pretty much their primary caretaker, not him, because he never really had them ever. And so they're in school. She got wind I was leaving, so she called my mom at work, I guess, and told her. I heard them on the phone. I was just this is weird. And so and I was even being loud about it, I was just washing my clothes and stuff, And so I remember I was in a room with the twins. They're in school, and all of a sudden I hear a knock at the door. And then I heard their dad, he's open this effing door or whatever. And I'm just what? Why is he here? So open the door, it's him. And he's you're not taking my fucking effing kids, And I was just like, what are you talking about? Like, they didn't even know what I was doing, you know, they just jumped to conclusions. And, but I was gonna leave the house. No, they didn't know what I was gonna do, like, literally. So I guess she called him and, had him come take the kids from me. And, my daughter, she was just shaking. She was so scared because they're in class, you know, and he made them shut their computers down. They pretty much quit class, like in the middle of class, and he took them away from me. And he was like, I have more stuff than you. I have this and that. You don't have anything, and you're unfit for the kids. And I'm just like, how am I unfit? Like, you guys are unfit. That's why I'm trying to get away and trying to save them, you know. And he was just always like that. He's always about material stuff. That's all he cared about. A lot of them did, you know. It's just ridiculous to me. And it's just crazy. Like, he would tell me, he'd be like, I remember once he told me, he's like, yeah, if you go to California or go somewhere, you know, I'll take care of the kids. Just make sure you go get your life, you know, and then you're going to be really successful. And then you come back and we can come back together and co-parent the kids, you know. And that wasn't the case. Like, he worked against me with my family too. And I stopped calling him and stuff because he was trying to get information on where I was and stuff, so that way he can harm me and stuff, right? Or sabotage my life. And then they took me through court saying I was unfit and stuff for no reason, just to have control over the kids, you know, and probably use them for money. So it was ridiculous. And so that's the type of things I'm talking about as far as doing low vibrational things for money. There's nothing wrong with money, but if you let it control you, that's when it becomes an issue. That's what I was trying to get at yesterday. And I know that he was working with the family, you know, because I believe it was in 2022. And I remember it was the summer of 2022, because I called to talk to the twins, and he would never let me talk to the twins. Like, I would call and try to talk to my kids. I would email them all the time, send them birthday messages. No, they used to respond to me. They stopped, and I just cannot contact my kids. And every time I call him, he wouldn't answer the phone. The kids are missing school because I enrolled them to the school in California. I enrolled them. And so I was cool with their teachers and stuff. So the teachers would call me after he took the kids from me. They would call me and be like, you know, your son's not logging into class. Like, he's been out of class for like a whole week. What's going on? I'd be like, are you serious? So, like, because I was always with them in class, you know, I made sure they logged in when they were with me. So when he took them, they started missing class. And I would call him and try and figure out what was going on, and he wouldn't answer the phone. He would not let me talk to the kids. He wouldn't answer the phone. I didn't know what was going on with the kids. And so they started failing. And I would call the school back and be like, okay, they're with their father. I gave them his number and his address and stuff. And I would just let them know that I was trying to contact them, and he wasn't answering the phone. And I was sorry, you know, that he wasn't attending class, my son. And sometimes my daughter, but mainly my son, was missing like weeks of school, like literally. And he just wouldn't answer the phone or anything. Like, I literally had to drive out there to see what was going on with them, and he wouldn't let me see the kids then. So it was just ridiculous. And what they did, they took me to court and said that I was unfit and I wasn't taking the kids to school. But the craziest part is the only time that they missed school was when he took them from me, because he didn't let them log into class. But they used that against me, saying it was me, but it was really them, you know. So they flipped it on me and tried to act like it was me, but the only time they missed class is when they took them from me. But then they blamed it on me, trying to get away with whatever they're trying to put me through court for. And the only reason why I know that he's working with the family and stuff against me is back to what I was saying. Back in 2022, I remember calling him to talk to the twins again. And for some reason, he answered this time. I think it's because I've changed my phone number. And so he actually answered the phone. He didn't know it was me. And so I was like, where's the twins? I want to talk to them. And he's like, they're not here right now or whatever. or Olivia doesn't want to talk to you. He just always had an excuse to where I couldn't talk to my kids. And I think I was only able to talk to my son for like a little bit, and that was it. But when I was on the phone with him though, he was telling me, he's like, I'm getting the kids, I'm getting full custody of them, you're not gonna have them. And I was just like, why? Like, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm not on drugs or anything, it does not make sense what you guys are doing to me. And he was like, I don't know, Danica, you're just not going to have them. I'm going to take them. What's his face already have Jaden, and you're not going to see him neither, and you're just not going to get any of her kids, and I'm taking the kids from you, and you're not going to be able to see them and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm taking all of you guys to court because this is BS, you know? I never hurt my kids ever. And for them to be like that spiteful for no reason, probably for money, it was ridiculous to me. And he's like, I think it was like the next day or something I called, and he was saying like, okay, your mother is really trying to mess you up, and you really need to send me some documents, notarized documents saying that me and you are going to work together, and I'll work with you and we can co-parent with the kids, you know. But I didn't trust him because he's such a liar. So I didn't do it, because if I would have done it, who knows what they're going to try to do with the notarization, you know? They probably would have tried to work against me with it, you know? So I didn't trust it, so I didn't do it. And thank God I didn't, because he wasn't on my side the whole time. But when he was talking to me that day, he was telling me, like, how messed up my family was. He's like, your family is so effed up. And he's like, they hate you. And he's like, they are so effed up. And he was like, you're missing in another state. He's like, you're not even, you don't even exist. And I was like, what are you talking about? And that's my first time hearing that. And I was like, what? And he's like, you're missing. It's all over the newspaper. You're missing in a different state. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not missing. I'm alive. What are you talking about? And he's like, your family is so effed up. Your family is so effed up. And I was like, what are you talking about? You know, I didn't know what he's talking about. And he's like, he just kept saying I was missing. And I was just like, what are you talking about? You know, and that's all he would tell, that's all he said to me. And he's just like, you don't even know, but your family's effed up. Like, they're really fucked up, you know. And I was just like, and so then he tried to play it again, like with me, like, okay, your family's effed up, you're missing in another state, and like, you don't even exist. And I was like, what are you, it didn't make sense to me, because I'm alive, you know. I'm just like, how do I not exist? I'm alive. And he's like, but you're missing, like, you're not even, you're dead, or something like that. And I was like, what? This don't make sense. And what state am I missing in, you know? And he just kept saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And he would just never tell me that, like, he didn't finish it, what he was trying to tell me. And so I didn't know what the heck was going on. But I didn't trust him. And so he wanted me to get some stuff notarized to say that we're working together, so that way he can go against my mom in court. But to come to find out, they're all working together. So I'm glad I didn't even do it. But that's what I'm saying, like, back to the beginning, is like, that's what I mean as far as doing low vibrational things and letting materials control you instead of being in control of it, you know. It's just ridiculous though, because I've never hurt my kids or anything like that, and for them to go to that extent to take them from me and stuff. Like, my mom literally told me, like, when that day that they took them from me, she was like, I'm gonna take, and she did this for no reason. Like, I didn't even fight with her or anything. She just came home and she was like, I'm going to take everything from you. You're not gonna have any of your kids anymore. Jaden, his dad's gonna take custody of him. I'm gonna take all your twins are gonna go away. You're not gonna see none of them anymore. You're gonna be alone, and I'm gonna make sure of it. And you're just gonna be alone without anybody and no help. And I'm gonna make sure of that. And I was like, that's messed up. Why would you say that? And she's like, I don't care, Danica. I just can't stand you. And you're not going to have nothing. All you're going to have is yourself. And nobody's going to be there to help you. And she made sure. She's like, I'm going to make sure of it too. That's what she told me. And I was just so upset because I never did anything wrong to these people, like, ever. And she always treated me horribly. So she just made me really upset that day. But I never even said anything bad to her. I just sat there and let her talk about me, you know, in front of everybody. And then she called their dad and was like, in front of me, and was like, Cameron's foot is sore, because I guess he banged his foot or something, like, and so sometimes it'll get sore. And so I guess it's the way that he walks on it. I don't remember. But she was like, yeah, or I guess she called her dad and he was saying that Cameron's foot was sore. And like he was limping a little bit. And she's like, yeah, it is. She's like, but you know what? Just tell him anything that happens to them, any pain that they're having, just blame it all on her. Just tell them to blame it all on her. Just tell them that it's her fault for no reason. And so every time they had pain or anything, she would just tell them to blame it on me for no reason. Like, I didn't even cause the pain. But she told him to, any pain that the kids are experiencing or any hurt that they experience, to just blame it on me. And I was just like, that's messed up. You know, so I left. I ended up leaving because I didn't want to stay there. Because I think I called the cops, and they were like, well, since you guys don't really have like a custody battle, like, he has no, there's nothing that you could really do because he's their father too, and whatever. Because I didn't really we didn't have like a custody battle previously. So, the only thing that I had was as far as like the child support office. In the documents, I was like the primary parent of the children, and so he couldn't claim them each year on taxes. Like, I was the only one that was able to claim them because they lived with me, you know. And so that's pretty much the only thing that we had on the books. And so they were actually living with me, and he would only see them every weekend. He's supposed to, but he didn't even follow through with that ever. So, I mean, I was pretty much their primary care parent, and that's why I was able to claim them every year, you know. But they did this whole scandal thing just so that way he could claim them, and it's just ridiculous to me. And it's probably more to the story that I don't even know, but I just know that he was working with them. Because he told me, like, he literally snitched on himself, and he literally snitched on himself, literally. And he started being rude to me too, so I just stopped messing around with him too, like trying to call him, and because every time I tried to call him, talk to the kids, he never let me talk to them. So it was like pointless for me to call him. And every time I went out there to travel out there to see them, he wouldn't let me talk to them or answer the door and stuff like that. And so I just kind of like left it alone, and kept trying to reach out to my twins, but they never let me talk to them. So yeah, it's ridiculous. But I know he's working with them, so I just don't mess around with him. Like, I don't even call him because he's just childish. I think the last time I actually encountered anything with him was when he was stalking me in California. And he actually tried to hurt me. Like, I have him on video and his friend, and they were trying to run after my car. Like, I thought they were trying to shoot me. Like, I have him on video trying to. Like, literally, his face and all. And so, I still have the video. The craziest part, though, like yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was trying to go through my photos because I was going to upload some photos of my my pictures of the sky that I usually take when the sky changes, you know. And I can't find my pictures. I was like, where's all my pictures at? Like, none of my pictures I took of the sky or the clouds, none of them are on my phone anymore. And I was just like, what the heck? But my phone is special, so like, if anything gets deleted, it saves it for like 30 days or something like that. And so I went through the deleted photos, and they deleted all. Somebody went through my phone, deleted all my photos of the clouds, and all my beautiful photos, all the photos of the kids, and the photo and the video of him trying to hurt me that night. And so they tried to delete that video through my phone. I don't know how they got access to my phone to try to do that, but I found it, and I was like, really? So somebody has access to my phone somehow, and they deleted all of those. They tried to delete the video that I have him on camera trying to shoot me. And him and his friend, I have the license plate and everything. And they tried to delete it. And I found out, like, I figured it out yesterday, because it's been like a couple days. I was just like, where's all my pictures at? And I was just like, where's all my clouds? Because I will post pictures of, like, the sky, like the clouds changing and all that stuff. And I used to try to upload them, like, I think a few days ago, and I couldn't find them. I was like, why aren't these pictures popping up? Where are all my pictures? And so I went through my deleted files yesterday, and they're all deleted. And I know I didn't do that. Like, why would I delete them? And so, especially the video, like, I wouldn't do that. I know me. Like, the only things that I delete are, like, my previous videos that I post on YouTube. I wouldn't delete that, you know. I know better. Because it's evidence. So, I didn't delete it. And so I know somebody has access to my phone to try to go in there and try to even have access to go in there to delete it. Somebody has access to my phone. So somehow they tapped in or something. It's tapped or something. But I recovered it, and I saved it so that way they can delete it again. But I caught it right in time, because I think it was like 28 days. It was like a couple more days before it was going to be permanently deleted by itself. But I caught it, you know, right in time. So I think I was on the 28th day. The 28th day was yesterday, I think. So I recovered it. It's so ridiculous. So I don't trust him neither. And so that's why I don't call him or anything like that. He don't call me neither, because he never lets me talk to the kids. So, and they said I couldn't because the courts won't let me or something weird like that. And so I just don't talk to none of them. And I just think it's ridiculous how far people would go for money, you know. So that's that. And I just wanted to touch bases on what I was saying yesterday, so that way it'll be more clear, you know, of what I was trying to get at. So whenever you let lower forces control your life, it will control your life, literally, in the end. That's why you need to be stronger than the lower forces, you know, and overcome them, and not let it overcome you. Because it will destroy you, because you let it take over your life, literally. So once you be able to control lower forces and be in control over it, and don't let it control you, then that's when you be able to be a master of time and space. So yeah, that's what I was trying to get at yesterday. I just wanted to come in and talk about it, and just really touch bases on that part, you know. But yeah, anyway, I hope that you guys have a good day, and enjoy your Monday, you know. I don't know, I'll be on later this week probably, but yeah, you guys will just see me. I'll just come on randomly. But I love you guys, and yeah, hopefully everybody have a good day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.